we welcome the St. Joseph's student athletes and Coach Martelli to the stage. We'll ask Coach to make a brief opening statement, and then we'll turn it over to questions for players. Coach?
I want to thank these players. I had a lousy start to my day. My son, who's a Division I assistant coach, got fired this morning. He worked for one of my best friends, and he called at 6 this morning and told me. I shared it with my wife, and it was really difficult, really difficult. But the rest of the day was dedicated to this group and to giving them every chance to be successful tonight. And we knew that this would be 40 minutes because that's the way Cincinnati plays. I thought both teams offensively did things in a spectacular fashion. That was an NCAA game, and there were 15 turnovers in the game. Their shooting percentage in the first half was astounding. And for them to have a freshman do what he did, hats off. You know, in a small way, I wish it hadn't ended like that. I wish it had ended with Isaiah making the three and us getting a stop. But at least from what I could see, it was the right call. And we're delighted to have preparation tonight and to build on, you know, what is really the excitement. And we're getting a lot of reports from Philadelphia that there's a lot of celebration. I just hope that everybody back in Philadelphia catches their breath because tomorrow is St. Joseph's Day, and everybody will have to get to church and hit their knees in thanksgiving, and then get ready to do this again Sunday.
We'll remind you to wait for the microphone to ask questions, and please direct questions to specific individuals, Aaron Brown, Isaiah Miles, and DeAndre Bembry.
Don Marcus from the Baltimore Sun. Isaiah, before you walked out on the court, you looked at the whiteboard. Was that just a reflex action, or did you actually look to see what was exactly where you were supposed to be, or what the play, remind yourself of what the play was?
Basically just to remind myself, Coach drew up a really good play, and, I didn't want to screw it up. So just double checking myself.
DeAndre, are you tired?
No, not really. It's not my first time playing 40 minutes.
Talk about that second half. You have that 20-point first half, and then kind of in the second half when the defense kind of collapses on you, now you're dishing out, you get 5 assists, and Isaiah and Aaron kind of take over the scoring.
Yeah, this wasn't my first time being double teamed. Every time a team does that, these two guys step up. I told Zeke at half, this is your half, and he came out and made some big shots. Checo came in, hit a big 3 in the corner and 1 3. And that's what this group is about, it's a collective effort.
Jack Kelly, Sports Illustrated Kids. DeAndre, what was the emotion on the sideline as you were waiting to hear the ruling on that final call?
It was mixed emotions. Different people were doing different things. When they showed the instant replay, some guys were celebrating already. I was sitting on the bench just relaxing, chilling to see what was the call. Isaiah's just yelling at everybody. So it was just different mixed emotions. And that was about it.
Isaiah, what's the first NCAA game-winning shot you can remember seeing on TV? And also, is that the first game-winning shot you've had?
Yeah, my career, that's the first game-winning shot I ever had. And come to thought, probably Evan Turner's in Ohio State when he hit that half-court game winner. He just gave that stare to the crowd. I couldn't do that stare. I had to get back on defense. But no, it's just an amazing feeling. But I definitely want to credit DeAndre for looking for me. The play, and credit Coach for the play. The play was drawn up well, and the guys reacted off the pick and pick and pop. I've been practicing that since 7th grade in middle school. So just step into the shot and make the shot.
Isaiah, what were you yelling at everybody, and when did you see a replay that you thought was kind of definitive in your mind?
When I saw the replay, I was I didn't think it was good. His fingertips were still on it, but everyone's telling me, calm down, calm down. You might have to play overtime. Relax, just get your mind prepared for overtime. But everything's going. The crowd's into it. I'm into it, and yeah, I was excited. I thought it was good. I thought the game was over, but the same thing. My team was just telling me, keep your head because might be ready for another overtime.
Aaron, this is your first NCAA tournament game with St. Joe's, being able to play. Talk about that second half that you had, really stepping up with the scoring when DeAndre was more of a facilitator.
Yeah, it was just, my mindset was, to come in and be aggressive and, get things going to the basket. I started out settling, shooting jump shots, and the coach was telling me, get it going to the basket. That's what I do best, and that's why, all half I thought, get it going to the basket, get a layup, get yourself going, and things are going to be fine, and that's what happened.
DeAndre, a lot of big shots hit out there by both sides, battling all the way through. Can you walk away from a game like this with any sort of sympathy for the team you just beat?
Yeah, definitely. Like for the seniors, seeing one of the big guys, not in the line to shake our hand. It was over there crying. So I went over there and just told him, you had a great game. Keep your head up. Future's still bright, man.
More questions for St. Joseph student athletes? All right, we'll dismiss these three and then direct questions to Coach once they've left the stage.
All right, fellas. Hydrate.
Questions for Coach Martelli?
Phil, was Isaiah option number one on that play?
He was option number one. DeAndre was going to take it off the ball screen, which he did. And then Isaiah's supposed to stretch a little bit further. And then on the other side of the floor, Aaron Brown runs a dive, and Papa now runs a flare to the corner. I had the sneaking suspicion that DeAndre would throw the ball back to Isaiah and want Isaiah to figure out a way to get the ball in the air. And I was standing behind him, and it didn't miss. That kid didn't miss from blocking another jumper by much. So, there's a lot of shots that Isaiah has taken since last April to see that one go in because he's envisioned this.
Where are you now without that Bembry first half?
He was. They had a lot of great performances, right? Quadri Moore, DeBurry. They had all these buckets off the bench that we didn't anticipate, and there was one guy playing a game like this, and everybody else was trying the best they can to play really a collegiate game. He was. He's been zeroed in. He's just been, like the look in his eye since last Saturday night has been, not that he would say it this way, but everybody in the country now knows his name. Even Mark Few will now say, that kid with the afro, oh, you mean Bembry? He will say Bembry.
Phil, you've been in some high-quality games through your career. Where does this one rank, if you can even get there, given the
Yeah,
result?
I can't. I can't even like process where it fits in terms of game and in terms of stage, Dick, if you know what I mean. Like, so when at some point in time, and I don't know what else was going on in the country, but at some point in time, everybody in the country was watching this game. So for that stage, for the two teams to play under 10 turnovers. For the ebb and the flow, we go to the basket that maybe does the knockout. We miss a layup. They come rushing back. They block a shot to throw the ball down, to dunk it. A freshman gets 26 for them. Look, our freshman, 5 points on a three, on a knockdown. Look, I'm not cliché, but if that isn't everything that this tournament's about, including the agony. I know that's from My World of Sports, but this is the ecstasy and the agony happened to kids 18 to 22. A long way from home. A long way from home, both teams.
DeAndre had that big first half.
You're all right, by the way. You need a cushion or anything? I've never been in a press conference where a guy has his feet up on the chair in front of him. I'm cool, though.
I'm just naturally comfortable.
This is like the West Coast. We're like I'm cool.
Welcome to the Pacific Northwest.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No,
Do they sell marijuana in this town?
yes, actually. You might want to keep your team in the hotel. I know DeAndre had that big first half scoring wise, but just seen from my perspective, the way that he was rebounding down the stretch, the way that he was dishing was maybe had as big of an impact on the win as his scoring in the first half. What do you think?
Question about it. He is the key to his game is his versatility. The beauty of his game is the versatility. There were calls that he wanted me to make. He would come by and say, "Call this offensive pattern," and we would make we would make the call, and you could see him looking for the double team to find his teammate. Aaron Brown had a big three. I think we were up 1. DeAndre found him. He had Copain the whole first half, so he had 20, and Copain did not score until I took him out with 8 seconds left in the first half. So he's a really, really, really special player, but he's even more special as a teammate and as a leader. They're hopping around in there when he comes in, and he said, "Oh, no, this is for Zeke. I want this for Isaiah."
More questions for Coach? All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.